Welcome to Heir to the Streets TV, and you got your host Willfromenviyonvevo here, and I got a special guest with me today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, big dog.
What's going on, Heir to the Streets? It's Nicky No Deals. We locked in at the interview today.
And it started raining, got a Rolls Royce umbrella in designer, she want Prada.
Shout out to Will. All that, you know, we gonna chop it up right now.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it, man. Hey, listen, let's get into the nitty gritty, man. We got you here today. I just got a couple questions I want to ask you, and if you got anything you want to ask me, please do. But let's get straight down to business.
Shoot.
Spill my cup, I'm already feeling it. Roll another blunt and I'm cruising it on the interstate. Turn the music up and my mind is up in it.
Hey, listen, Nicky, I really got to give it to you, bro. Like, just, you know, since we've been locked in, since you first started coming, you know, to the studio, I got to give it to you, man. Just your work ethic is crazy right now, bro. Like,
man,
what changed, bro? Like, what really got you locked in the way you got, the way you've been going crazy?
Man, it's just, it comes out my heart. You know what I mean? I got my son, I got my little baby, and it's just, he motivates me, and, you know, he gives me a reason to keep going. I mean, honestly, my son, he saved my life. Like, I wouldn't even be here right now if I didn't have my son. Like, you know, times that I was feeling suicidal, you know what I mean? Like, I was ready to end it all, and then, you know, when my brother died, that shit, you know, that it's hard, you know what I mean? And my brother, we used to make music all the time together, so it's like, since he's not here, I gotta step even harder, because I'm stepping for not just me, I'm stepping for both of us.
Absolutely.
You know?
And one thing I want to throw out there too, man, like, just to kind of jump ahead a little bit, is I want you to know, like, your motivation and the how consistent you are, and the consistency and the drive that you have. Even though you work with me, you come to the studio, you work here at Envion, work with the engineers, you locked in with everybody, loves you here, right? Even though you're the one doing the work, you motivate us too, because what we realize is that the harder we work, the harder you work. The more, you know, we intensify what we could do for you, the more you gonna do it, and you taking advantage of that. And I want to tell you, I appreciate that, bro, because you keeping me on my feet, keeping me on my toes, because I know, hey, I got to step it up, because I know Nicky coming today. No, seriously, like, that's a big deal. So I just want to commend you on that, bro.
No deal, no deals. No deals, no negotiation.
No deals.
Hey, I appreciate
I remember that one day you had booked a session, and you called me. You was like, "Yeah, man, I'm trying to get a session today." And I was like, "What you looking for? You looking for the day deals, or you don't want no deals?" You was like, "I'm no deals." I said, "Cool, just book the regular session." He ain't even want the day deal, because he said, "No, I'm no deals." Yeah. So I can't even get his man a discount on studio time.
I mean, how it look, bro? How my name could be no deals and I'm asking for deals? That don't even make sense, bro. I can't even get him, man. I gotta like sneak a discount in for him. He like, "Man, how come this session ain't?" Don't worry about it, bro. I made a mistake. I gotta lie and tell him. I think the last time you was like, "Hey, bro, I got you on an extra hour, bro. It's gonna be this price, bro." Woo. I'm like, for real, bro. I was like, I ain't mean to ask you for nothing, but you was like, "Yeah, bro, just take it."
No,
bro.
for sure.
Hey, that's all I love, man.
But no, so just, you know, as far as like the business side going, like, you know, how are you able to do that? Like, what gave you the motivation to understand the business side of the music, like knowing, hey, I'm gonna take this investment, put it here, lock this in on my music so that I can get some type of return on the end? Like, how you get that knowledge? Like, who taught you that, bro?
So I've been in the industry since 2018, and I've been around like a lot of people.
Okay.
And, you know, some of the different artists that I've worked with, collaborated with, different engineers, music producers, videographers, you know, like people that are putting on shows, you know what I mean? Like all that. I just been learning. It's not something a lot of people go to school for to figure out, but you just got to be in there. You got to talk to people. You got to network. You got to be outside at events. I go out to the clubs. They got.
You learning from experience.
I'm learning from.
You ain't learning from the internet.
No.
You ain't learning from what people talking about.
You got to go out there and get it, cause ain't nobody just gonna give you the answers. It's a shiesty industry. Everyone want to hold all them secrets to themselves on how to really get up there, but you gotta get in there. You gotta find a way to get in there.
For sure. Well, me and you might have to do a class. Maybe you know something something I don't know, man. For real, seriously, like that's how it go, bro. Like people gotta like, you know, we gotta intertwine our knowledge, and that's how you grow. That's how you make something bigger. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, it takes money to make money.
You're
not gonna get nowhere if you're afraid to invest in yourself.
Absolutely.
I mean, with me, I put everything I got into myself in my music, man.
Right.
I mean, I've been at times where I spent the last of my paycheck on a studio session because shit, I had to let that shit out.
For
you
sure.
know what I mean? And then
For sure.
I leave the session, I'm listening to it in the car on the way back, and I'm like, man, I think this could be the one. This might really be the one right
For
here.
sure,
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean? And everything's coming from my heart. It's all from, you know, it's all feelings. Like, and I get in the booth, I close my eyes, and I let loose.
Looking at the success that you are seeing right now, and how far you are coming, and how far you've came from since you first started coming. When you're going through that transition of making music, and things ain't seeming like you make a song, bam, I ain't blow up, but this song is a hit. Make another song, I ain't blow up, this was a hit. How do you stay motivated going through that process and through that phase?
It's hard.
Okay.
Man, that's one of the hardest things, man. When you spend maybe, let's say, $2,000, $4,000 on getting the song, getting the master, studio time, you making a video, you got to get props, you got to pay people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then you spend that much, and then you look, and the video is only at 500 views. And you like, hold on, these numbers ain't making sense right now, you know.
Right.
And it's like the right person got to hear this, and it's got to touch them. It's got to touch their heart. And you know what I mean? It's all it takes is one person to hear it, show their friend, and they show their friend, and then it really take off. But I noticed that it's not the people that you're around on a daily basis that are going to be the ones really fully supporting you. It's going to be the people that you don't even know. It's going to be, I look at my stats, I look on my DistroKid, you know what I'm saying? And I can see where are my viewers, where are my listeners coming from. I got people listening in Mexico. I got people listening in like Australia, California, Florida and stuff like that. And then I look at the Chicago percentage, and it's less than all these other cities, you know what I mean? And I'm like, hold on, my own city ain't even rocking with me, but I got other cities rocking with me, you know what I mean? So it's...
When you make your music, what would you say your fan base is? What do you consider your music? What specific demographics or group would you say are the people that you are most tailoring your music to?
From my stats, it's looking like ages 18 to about 35. Okay. That's about like the age group.
What about the type of people that's listening to your music? What are the emotions that these people typically would familiarize themselves with when they listen to your music? So, for example, you know, if I love 70s R&B, you know, I'm gonna go with an artist that's giving me a 70s R&B vibe, right? Yeah. So that might be my thing. I'm a emotional 70s R&B type guy, and I love hearing people say, "Baby, I love you." Yeah. What's your circle of people? What are they listening for?
I feel like people that are heartbroken.
Okay.
People that are hurt.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if I really think about it, all the music that I make I talk about my pain. Okay. So it's a lot of pain songs. I mean, I'm versatile. I got music in Spanish. I got rock and roll. I got pop. I got rap. You know what I mean? I'm all over the charts, man.
That's crazy.
But basically, it's like everything still kind of tie into my heartbreak. You know, the girls that done broke my heart in the past, and not even just with the women in life. You know what I mean? Losing my brother, losing my dad. Right. You know what I mean? And having my son. I mean, it's painful, but it's beautiful. You know what I mean?
Bro, how do you stay focused, man? Every time I look on social media, I see everybody celebrating. I see everybody talking about how much money they got, how many cars they got, how well they're doing in life. But if that's the trend and everybody only talks about all the things that happen so great and so good, how are you able to go against that and say, hey, I don't want to be part of that. I'm going to talk about the real deal. When you look up and you see all these people talking about this unreal stuff and they getting some followers or they getting some traction, they just being messy or they talking about things that are trendy, you stand away from that by being true to yourself. Isn't that kind of difficult to do when you know that all you got to do is jump on a drill bandwagon? Like, what keeps you like solid in what you're doing and able to stay focused on that?
You know, Will, that's a great question, and I'm really glad that you asked me that. So, a while ago, this was maybe a year or two right before my brother died. We was talking and we was trying to figure all this shit out. You feel me? How we gonna do this shit, bro? I mean, we just started off rapping in the car, rolling up a blunt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Putting on a beat, freestyling, just getting loose. And then when we started really getting this shit like professional, we started hopping in the stool. We started really creating stuff. We were like, all right, cool. Now how we gonna come up? And at that point, we had a talk, me and my brother. I told him one day, I said, hey, bro, there's this artist, bro, where he's getting some decent numbers. You know what I mean? Like what do you think about us? Like, we should hit him up, bro, see if maybe we get a feature, bro, and that'll kind of help us boost up a little bit.
Right.
And then he looked at me. He said, hey, Nikki. He said, nah, that ain't it, because that artist ain't it. He said, look, we ain't going after no bad clout. He said, the way that we going to do this, we going to keep it real. We going to stay true to ourselves, just like that. You know what I mean?
That's real good.
And you know, since he told me that, it's not even hard for me to stay away from what's trending and what's this, what's that. I'm doing my own thing, and I'm, like I said, I'm stepping for me and my brother.
No, I commend you on that, because I mean, we can all go towards what's easy, if you will, right? But stand true to yourself, even though it's not easy. To me, that is easier. But that's to me, and I'm just asking you. You know, that was my question. Like, how you stay so real, bro? And it's a weird question to ask somebody. How you stay real? It's a weird question to ask, but it's like, I mean, you be around people that can't be real. Yeah. So when you see a real one, it's like, bro, how are you able to stay real when there's a world full of people who live a facade, if you will?
Yeah.
You know.
And I feel like a lot of people, I mean, like, we got all this social media and everything. It's like, okay, if you're gonna be fake, eventually you're gonna get exposed. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
There ain't no reason to be fake. There ain't no bad cloud, ain't no capping out here. You know what I mean? We just
for sure. So what's next for you, man? What's your next move? Like, what's your plan going forward? Right now, we sitting here talking. I know you had a video shoot today. You got a studio session tomorrow. Like, you working so crazy, bro. Like, what's your plan? And I guess I'm asking for some secret sauce here, because I don't know how you do it. Like, what do you see next for you, man?
big things.
Okay. See, he ain't want to give me the secret sauce. He don't want to give me the secret sauce. I asked for a specific thing, and he don't want to give it to me. No, I respect it.
We're doing big things, Will. I think that, man, I'm thinking about switching locations.
Okay.
I mean, right now we in Chicago, but Los Angeles, that hot weather all year round, that sounds real nice.
Why you want to go to LA?
I think it's a lot of opportunities in the industry that we're in. I
Okay.
mean, in Chicago, it's like you said earlier, it's a lot of drill out here. You know what I mean?
True.
And like the music that I make, I don't really fit in with that. You know what I mean? I get down. I have my past life and everything.
I honestly think that trend is gonna change in a little bit. It ain't changed yet, because it's an abundance of artists who, you know, still go in that direction. But I think it's gonna change, you know. And if you want my personal opinion, I kind of feel like if you want to go to LA because you want to go to LA, or go to another, see and test out other waters and other opportunities, ain't nothing wrong with that. Definitely don't limit yourself to opportunities. But I will say that you don't necessarily have to say ain't no opportunity here. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying that there's not opportunity there. I'm saying that there's still opportunity here because you are doing something different. Yeah. The difference is you're gonna outlast people because you're able to keep it real. And that's why in the end you'll win. So I'm just saying to continue to look for opportunities, continue to go where the money's gonna bring you and where your fans are, if that's where your fans are. But we in the internet age. Yeah. So if it's convenient for you to leave to reach those people, yes, but we in the internet age, and you can reach those people through the internet, if that make any sense, looking at the analytics. Now, would I go to LA just to meet some new people and get away for a little bit, clear my mind? Absolutely.
You know, I think the big thing I want to do in LA,
what?
I just want to go record. I want to be in like different places, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Different studios, different vibes, different energy. That, you know, it it's I don't know, just different vibes that just make you feel different, especially when you record. I love
I
recording.
better be there with you.
Look, yeah, no, you sliding,
Okay,
bro. We sliding, we sliding on. We
you know, I'm
riding
like,
on.
hey, this like a barber relationship. Like, you can't go get your hair cut by nobody else. Like, come on, man. Like,
oh man, I cheat on my boy Carlos. Carlos, I'm talking to you, bro. Hey, bro, you know I'm staying loyal, man. You the only one that gonna get me
see,
right,
now
bro.
Carlos got to go to LA too.
Carlos
See, now you
coming
can't go nowhere.
No,
You
hey.
got to bring all us with.
Carlos know he locked in. He ain't going nowhere.
No, for sure, man, for sure. But no, I already know this. I could definitely see a bright future, some bright things
I appreciate
for
it.
you, and that's why, you know, I was actually interested in getting some of these words out with you, and I already know you, but in a different setting like this,
Yeah.
we get to really like
Chop it up,
chop it up,
yeah.
and that's kind of what we're doing here. Like I said, you know, you've been locked in forever, and like I got another question. Like, what keep you loyal like that? Like, what keep you locked in with certain people where you don't bounce around to who's the most popular people? Like, you could say, I want to go get my video shot by, you know, blah blah blah, because they so famous, or I want to go get my beats from Metro Boomin or Zaytoven, because I know if I like, what keeps you locked in with the Carloses? Carlos might not be the best barber in America. I'm sure he's great,
Yeah.
right? But maybe somebody that you know of is better, but you saying, nah, I'm locking in with Carlos. What keep you like that? How are you able to do that and still see success?
It is loyalty. Look, it's not about, like I said earlier, it's not about being with people that are super up there to try to get that clout from them, man. It's you keep your circle small, you stay loyal to the people that you're with, and that's gonna go a long way for you. You can't switch up. You know what I mean? You gotta stay real to yourself.
I've seen a lot of examples of that where the people who stay. And it doesn't mean to not have circles where they try things and have other connections. I'm not saying don't grow your connects, but the people who can at least still stay locked in with the people that they've been locked in with, I see them actually, in my experience, seeing more success.
Yeah.
Because they understand that, hey, I need a specific group of people who know me, who understand me, who not going to take advantage of me, who not going to play with me, who not just looking at me like, oh, he got some money, so I'm finna lock in with him. These people respect me for who I am. And I'm just telling you from advice and my experience that the way you moving like that is why you're gonna win. Because you're not jumping around just like you just trying to find opportunity. Opportunity is gonna come to you. Does that make sense? Because you're not like looking for it. You saying, hey, I'm just locked in. I'm doing what I do. And then people will try to come into that. And that's when you start seeing a certain success like you're seeing, that's when other things will try to come in and get a piece of you. And you got to know when to say, you know what, I already got my videographer.
A lot of people they getting cut off at this point, man. Look, there's some people that I done grew up with. We was brothers, bro. You know what I mean? We had $5 and we was just trying to get like a little blunt, man. You know what I mean? I got the Swisher, you got the 5, bro. And then it's like, all right, cool. Now we both doing our own thing, right? And then you try to come up on me. And now you want to fuck with me because you see me investing in myself. You see now that I'm doing good. But where was you a little bit ago? I mean, shit, bro. Are you? And then you want to come capitalize off of what I'm doing now and sit right next to me and then try to be all. I don't know. I can't do that, bro. So I tell them like this, you know what, bro? It's cool, bro. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to beef with you. I'm just going to slowly distance myself from you, and I'm just going to work on my own craft because you're not investing in yourself. You're not feeling confident enough in yourself to take the money that you're getting and put it into your craft.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing.
Nobody's forcing me to do this.
And if I can make those decisions, you can too. Absolutely.
Exactly. We are grown men, you know, man and woman, and it's like we gotta do what's right for us.
So I want you to kind of talk to your fans real quick. They want to know, what's your studio process? What is that like? How does it work? What's your mental like? What makes you go in and do what you do? What kind of state of mind are you in?
Most of the time, I'm stressed out.
Okay.
When I come, I'm stressed out, and
so life brings you to the studio.
Life brings me to the studio, and just being out, being around, seeing different things all the time. It just put stuff in my head, man, and you know I take a ride up to the studio. I live about an hour from here.
I know you do.
So I take a long drive over here every day, and what I do, man, you know, I haven't smoked for about 2 months now.
What?
I stopped smoking, but before I used to smoke a little something on the way over here, you know, pour up a little Douce or something, just get a little loose. Not fucked up. I don't like being fucked up, but I like feeling a little loose, man. And you know, I just turn on some music, and I say 9 times out of 10, when I'm on my way here, I just start looking at beats.
Okay.
And I don't say, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do this one. I feel it.
You feel it.
I'll go through like 100 beats on my way over here, and then sometimes I'm 5 minutes away, and then boom, I just feel it. I come in, I only got an hour. Well, I got an hour, I'm gonna make the most of it. You know what I mean? And I get in the booth, man. I close my eyes, and it just come to me.
Like, as an artist, when you get those type of feelings, when you say, you know what, life is life, and I need to get in the studio. What happens, and how do you deal with the situations where life happens and you're ready to get into the studio, and for whatever reason you can't get in the studio that time? How do you hold over and be ready to come back the next day? Or like, how do you deal with that situation if your vibe of studios is based on your emotions? You say, I need to get in the studio right now, and it's 3 a.m. and everybody in the studio sleep.
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation?
Man, sometimes I crash out.
Okay.
Sometimes I crash out. I'm human. You know what I mean? I'm feeling pain, man. I'll start tripping sometimes, and that's, you know, maybe I'm not proud of it, and I gotta learn how to kind of control my emotions when I don't have, you know, like a studio or something to cope with and stuff like that. But I mean, working on my coping skills and everything like that is still something I'm working on to this day. Sometimes when I want to record and I can't record, it's tough. Okay. It's like honestly, I just want to be in the booth. Like even let's say I signed a deal today. Let's say they gave me 20 mil in my bank account today.
Okay.
I'm still gonna be recording every single day because this is my therapy. Right. You know what I mean? Like
it's not a job. So you think that right now, if I was a label, because this is what labels do. If I was a label A&R right now for whatever, and I sign Nicky, no deals, and I give him this 20 million. All right, Nicky, come on, let's go on tour. You say, come on, let's go, because I love doing this. And we get to the hotel, and it's an engineer in there, and it says, you got to make some songs before you go on stage. We need you to make 100 songs per week, and this is the quota of how many songs, because this is how it works in the industry in real life. And you go on tour, and every day you at a different place doing a song, performing. Leave that place, go back to the hotel, or go to the studio, record, leave the studio, go back to your hotel room, lay down, wake up, go to the next show, get on the bus. Now you got to do this for 6 months straight on tour. Like, this is the real life of it. Yeah. Would that drain you? Is that draining? Is that hard work, or is that, hey, I'm living the life that I wanted to live?
No, that's what I'm going for right now. Before I was even recording here at Envion, the other studios I was locked in at, man, I was sleeping there. We was in the studio. We started at 2 in the afternoon. We recording, all right, maybe around 7 o'clock. We stop out, go grab some lunch.
And then come on back.
We get back, all right, cool, around like midnight. All right, cool, let's go hit the club. Let's go promote. You feel me?
How many songs you got as of now?
You want to know for real?
July 2025. We putting a stamp on it and on this date.
Man, I got like 2,000 songs, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
2,000?
I got like 2,000 songs, bro.
Bro, come on.
No, that's realistic. And out of the 2,000,
I know you got a lot, but I ain't think it was gonna be $2,000.
Out of the 2,000 songs,
you exaggerating.
I got about 1,500 hits.
You exaggerating.
Nah,
$2,000, bro.
Yeah, bro. I got something to sell.
Have you ever sat back and counted them?
I got a lot.
So that's how you know.
I got a lot.
That's crazy.
So I was running my own studio in Joliet, Angel Studios Entertainment. That's actually my record label, you know what I mean? But when I had my own studio, that's all I was doing.
That's all you was doing.
And you know what? I had it as a business where, you know, people could come in and I'll record them for a little bit of money. But a lot of the times I was telling people, nah, I ain't even trying to record you. I'm working on my own shit right now. Yeah. And I was sleeping in there every single night. Same thing like the other studios I was locked in. I was literally just sleeping there all night. I would wake up, do it again, wake up, do it again, wake up, do it again. I mean, this is just...
How does this affect your personal life, your social life?
Well, I say with my lady,
Uh-huh.
it's difficult.
Okay.
Because she wants me to give a lot of time to her. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I also work a job. So
Right, okay.
I go to work and then I get off of work at 7 o'clock at night and I got my studio session booked for 9. I'm getting home, showering up real quick,
And leaving
getting
right back out the
right,
door.
and then I'm leaving. And then by the time I get home, it's midnight,
it's-
1 in the
yep.
morning. Then I wake up at 5 a.m. to go back to work.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then the next day, I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. I'm gonna just try to stay out the stool. I'm gonna try to give her this date. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it's like I get off at a good time, and I'm like, wait, I think I could capitalize off today. I could get in the stool, and I could still give her a couple hours. We can still watch a movie.
No
you know?
matter what, you running around. I definitely get
Yeah.
you. You got to have a strong person who by your side, and that's really what makes the difference. So, kudos to her. Hats off to her. Make sure you tell her I told you that.
For sure.
That's what's gonna make you successful. It's her being in the corner and understanding that this is the work and this is the time to put the work in,
Yeah.
so that you can appreciate it and actually live a good life later.
And she gotta believe in what I'm doing, man. 'Cause
Absolutely.
Look, my lady, she's from Mexico.
Okay. Okay.
When I met her, honestly, she didn't even speak English.
Get out of there.
So look, now we're both bilingual, fluent. You know what I mean? I speak fluent Spanish. She speaks fluent English. Now we both speak the 2 languages perfect.
Right.
And you know, she wouldn't still be by my side through the language barrier that we started.
She
with at
believes in
first.
you. I'll tell you that.
She believes in me. There's
I
no
know.
way.
I know you like it's a little difficult. She just wants the best for you. She wants to make sure that everything you're doing is productive. But she believes in you because she's still there. She's still there, and she's, y'all still in the same boat. As far as like, together and having the same goals and things like that.
And then us having a baby together and everything, man. That just, it brought us even a little bit closer. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And we be trying to be happy mom and dad together, try to go out every once in a while, do fun things, take the baby out and stuff like that. And
How do you choose beats? You just kind of listen through some stuff through the internet, or you got like a person sending you beats, or how you?
so I only lock
You probably
in.
do a little bit of both.
I really only try to lock in with producers that I'm in communication with. Now look, I have producers that they live in Europe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I got them personal. I got their phone numbers. I'm calling them. I'm FaceTiming them. You know what I mean? People that I could really chop it up with. I've worked with producers where I found a beat on YouTube. I try to reach out to them.
Right.
They give me one response and they don't respond back. All right, cool. You know what? I'm not even gonna. I come across this beat, even if I like it, I'm just gonna skip right past it at this point because
Right.
I need someone that I could
You
work
gotta
with
do the
and
business
keep
right.
growing with. You know what I mean? Shout out to ATs, Bay Pop, Bayzek. You know what I mean? Those
Yeah.
are my top 3 producers that I work with.
Nice.
And man, they do nothing but show love, man. Every single time they give me good numbers on the splits. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you gotta lock in with them, man.
That's what's up.
Most people, they gonna try to take half of what you got when they make the beat. They want 50%. They want 50% plus they want you to pay down for what it is. Now I want the exclusive. I need my percentage up there because
That's right.
you not all you did was make the beat, bro. This is my song now.
Hey,
You feel me?
Hey,
Like-
if they okay with that and they believe in you and understand it, then you got a good setup. You got a good thing going. So, one thing I think is important too is looking at like the youth, right? Looking at the next generation of, even though there'll never be another Nicki No Deals, but there's another generation of people that's going to come up after us and they're going to see these type of interviews and they're going to say, how do I get through the moment that I'm going through right now? How did Nicki No Deals do it? What type of advice you got for up and coming artists, right? Who are potentially going through or who are going through some things that you already went through and dealt with? What's some advice to those people in respects to just being focused and staying on the path?
You gotta want it.
Okay, everybody wants it though.
No, but you gotta want it and you gotta grab it. You gotta work for what you want because ain't nobody gonna give it to you. You know what I mean? Like you can't just sit around and do the bare minimum and expect good things, big things to happen to you.
What's considered the bare minimum?
Shit, just recording a song, making one video and just hoping it to blow up.
Okay,
Like you know what I mean?
that's bare minimum.
That's the bare minimum.
How many times a month should artists be in the studio if they really want to do something?
I mean, I'm in the studio, shit, depending. I mean, it's different every month, man. You know what I mean? But I say here at Envyon, I try to be here a few times a week.
few times a week.
At least a few times
So
a week,
you-
and that's not even as much as I should be. I want to be in here more than I am. I
Absolutely.
want to be in here every single day recording.
So if they want to win, they need to be in the studio at least 4 times a month.
And it's not. Yeah,
That's like the minimum.
More than that.
Okay.
More than that. And then also, it's like sometimes I come to the studio and I'm not even recording a new song. I'll say, hey, yo, Daniel, hey, pull up that stuff we did 2 months ago.
Right.
Hey, we gotta get a master on this. I've been listening to it for a couple months now, and I'm gonna be releasing this soon. I wanna put this one on my album coming up, or I wanna do this, and we gotta get a nice clear mix on this one, bro. You know what I mean?
So you go back through the process and get a mastering done.
Yeah, it's
you
not-
know that's kind of like most people don't do that.
For real.
Most 90% of people don't go back and master.
A lot of people I know, they just drop their MP3s.
Absolutely.
They gotta get a WAV file bounced out.
So if these
You know what
people
I
are
mean?
just
Like-
not getting the master and just dropping the MP3s, and you out here doing that, and which means that you're investing more, do you see a difference in your investment by doing it the right way versus just taking the MP3 and throwing it on DistroKid without it being mastered? Are you seeing a difference? Because I mean, I'm listening to your music. Like I just listened to the song, and I was listening to it with my engineer ears, listening to it through the speakers, and I was like, this sounds nice because it's got that wide feeling.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of artists don't understand is if the song doesn't surround you, it ain't mixed right.
And you
It's
gotta-
got to have a wideness that kind of surrounds you when you hear it. Like you got to feel like you got earpods on or something.
Well,
and when
you got to do that actually. After every time I get my mix in the studio, I have them play it 1 or 2 times on the loudspeakers so I can
Right.
hear it on like a surround setting.
Yep.
Okay, cool. The next checklist is go in the car on my way home, play it on the car speakers.
Right.
All right, cool. The next day I get a fresh head. I'm hearing that song a lot. I got it on repeat. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Now put in some headphones.
Right.
You want to hear it on the headphones. You want to hear it in the car. You want to hear it in the studio. Well, because you got to know how this gonna sound when you're doing a show, and you got this on these crazy speakers. Is it gonna hit the same as when you got it in the headphones, or how's
For sure.
you got to listen to that, and you got to know. Okay, cool. Well, maybe I got to turn this down a little bit. Maybe I wanna fix this up right here. You know what I mean?
sure.
Like, or this vocal came. I didn't deliver this correctly. You know what I mean? So let me go back. Let me fix just this one vocal right here. Let me turn this part down. Turn this part up. Hey, put this in a distortion right here, bro. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, well, you know your stuff, so you know what you're looking for.
And I that's from engineering. You
That's
know what
from
I mean?
engineering. You know your stuff.
I had to get behind the computer for a couple years for me to like really understand what I'm doing. Like I can't. The engineers over here, like Dan and Jake, they tell me that sometimes they get clients coming in and they just, okay, do something with it, and they're looking at them like, do what?
Right.
Do what? But like, I want to take control. Like this is. I'm coming in here to make some shit.
Right.
So it's like I could record myself. I got my studio set up in my house still.
Right.
But I don't like doing that. I like getting loose. I like being in the booth, just being able to do my thing, man. And being on the computer and then going back to the mic and then going back and forth. It's a headache, and I start overthinking it. My delivery doesn't come out how I like it.
Yep,
I just
that's
like
true.
being loose. I had to put down the computer, stop being an engineer, and I had to focus on myself as an artist.
Okay. Somebody heard that out there in the world. Somebody heard that.
I hope they heard it, man. It's got to motivate them. You feel me? Like,
For sure. Hey, bro, thank you so much for coming on the show today and sitting down and chopping it up with me and talking to me. You know, even though I felt like I already knew you, bro, I feel like I know you a little bit more now, man.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
seriously, like we've been
Thank you
locked
for
in
having me.
forever. And I'm so glad that we had a chance to sit down and have this talk on this platform. Do me a favor. Let the people know where they can find you, man. They want to get some of your music, get some information about you. Let them know, big dog.
you can find me on all platforms. My music streaming live everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify. You can get me on your TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Reels, everything. You want to follow me directly on Instagram for all my updates on upcoming music. It's _no deals with a Z. So.
Hey, and you guys already know where to find me, Will from Envion, on all social platforms. And you can also find me right here, Heir to the Streets TV. We locked in. Nikki, thank you for coming today.
Thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate
was
it,
a
bro. We
pleasure.
got to lock
gonna-
back in
yeah,
soon.
we gonna
We'll
keep
see you guys
chopping it
next
up.
time.
See ya.